Hi, everyone. Our app is PhotoTaxi, and my name is Allison Graves.
I'm Danielle Dietrich.
I'm Shuya Zhen.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Malcolm.
I'm Garrett.
I'm James.
So before our app, the mobile reporting process, there was a lot of steps. Reporters would go out into the field, and then they would take photos on their iPhone, and then supplementary information like captions would be scribbled in a notebook or stored in one of the many apps that the iPhone already has. So this kind of leads to an unorganized problem because photos and the photo captions don't correspond, and the whole process is a mess.
And here is where PhotoTaxi comes in. So with our app, you are able to get the entire mobile reporting process done all in one place. From the very beginning, when you are adding in photos into a project, naming it, adding in all of your information, all the way until the end when you're actually sending it on or posting it straight up to social media, we have you covered all in one app.
So our target audience is mobile journalists who are covering events in the field by using their iPhone, and they take photos and send them back to the newsroom or share them on the social media platforms. Besides, the app also serves individuals who have a need to manage and organize their photos on the iPhone. Then here's our promotion video.
Why is this?
Separate cord for the audio. It's hanging over the top of the podium.
Where is it?
Sorry, don't forget to plug in the audio. It's going to be pretty loud.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Turn it down.
Mobile journalists want to spend less time on the computer so they can get to the field sooner. Enter PhotoTaxi. Make a project, add keywords, and a description on your iPhone before you leave the newsroom. That way, everything is in the same place when you show up on the scene. Out in the field, start taking photos on your iPhone. Then add photo captions, keywords, location, date, and time, all within the app so everything is organized in the same place. Post the project on social media or send it back to the newsroom. PhotoTaxi. Get your photos where they need to be. Mobile journalists want to spend.
Okay. All right, we have a demo video. I will play that now and kind of explain where everything is. So right now you see we're creating a project. You're able to give it a name, keywords, and a description. So when you create the project, it's going to be saved on the navigation back, which is kind of like similar to the native Notes app. And all of our projects and our photos and everything are handled as core data entities. So I was recording this and had a little sneezing attack, so that's why there was a pause there. But so, all right, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. So you'll see it, you make it, and then you can make another one. It's gonna come through and add the description. All right, no, I'm sorry. This seemed a lot faster when I was watching it last night, but so now we're gonna come in and you can make changes, and as you navigate back, it saves the changes. And so then you're gonna come in and you're gonna be able to add pictures that you want. And so you'll notice that I'll add 2 pictures that don't relate to Jake Arrieta's no-hitter, but we'll be able to change that in a second. So you'll come in now, and this shows you the individual photo, and here's where you can give the photo a name, a caption, keyword, and all that other good stuff that you would have to do in your other notes and other apps. So you throw those in there. These are also saved as core data entities, so we just put in a bunch of different fields and are saving those. So then we can mark the photos as flagged, and it'll then highlight that photo and move it to the front. And so then this photo, when you flag a photo, oh well, here, let's slow it down now. It's going a little faster than I wanted it to, so So we'll jump back. So, okay. So when you flag a photo, these are the photos that are then going to be uploaded to Facebook. So we allow the users to upload projects and individual photos, but when you upload a project, it will only upload the photos that are flagged. So those are kind of like your final product photos. So then you can come in here, you can come in here and do multiple selections, and then you can move them to other corresponding projects. So now we'll go into the Homecoming app, and you'll see that those photos are now in there, and we'll come in, add that photo, yes, yeah, and then it's already in there. So now you can delete photos individually, as well as multiple selected deletes. So we'll come in here, add the final photos. Now we will show, I think we're going to show, okay, yeah, so we're going to give this photo some details as well. And then the next step is going to be, we're going to actually share these on Facebook here in a second. All right. Okay, so now this is going to prompt the option for Facebook, Twitter, email, and we have a catch. If you're not logged in, it's going to prompt you, so then we'll go and log into Facebook. Do that whole thing. Add Confucius Smith on Facebook if you guys want some more friends. All right. So we'll come back here, and then we should be able to upload it to Facebook. And so it pulls some of the data that you added to the photo and uses that as like the content for your post. And then we'll see Confucius just uploaded his new fan celebrating photo. And then we added in some just minor functionality. You can favorite projects, and then you can mark them as completed. And once they're completed, they're moved to the other segment view. We'll uncomplete this one. It'll move back into the actives. And then you can delete projects. And then that is our demo.
Okay, so looking at the current market for similar apps to our own, obviously there's the native photo app within the iPhone. There are also many options for adding captions to photos or adding notes to things. But what's really lacking is a place where you can have all the very specific needs that mobile journalists have all in one place. So things like adding captions, but also keywords and project descriptions, and adding them as metadata instead of overlaying them over the photo itself. So with our app, you're actually going to end up with an email that has all of this information, and it will be easy to upload onto a CMS instead of having to import information from many different locations.
One thing that we forgot to mention in the demo is the search functionality, and you can search for things due to keywords, anything in their description, and anything if it's favorited or not. So that's one thing we forgot to show in the demo.
So our media plan is, first we want to head out to newsrooms and really just talk to the people we know would be interested in using our app. And that sounds like a word-of-mouth campaign, but I think with mobile journalists and the research we've done, we really think word-of-mouth is going to be one of the best ways to get this out there, since journalists are so connected. We also want to utilize things like Pointer and Neiman Lab, and these are just websites that cater to journalists and kind of harvest and contain all of the things that journalists are looking for in a modern setting. And then we're also going to start a social media campaign, of course. We have a Twitter and Facebook page, and Shuya's going to tell you a little bit more about our Twitter campaign.
Here's the homepage of our Twitter account. You are welcome to follow us. And for the first 3 months, we will focus on attract more users. So we will, we will follow as many mobile journalists as possible and interact with them. Then, secondly, we will make advertising posts 3 to 4 times per day. Then we will share and retweet latest news about the journalism world. For the long-term plan, we will focus on keep our audiences. So first, we will focus on 2 steps. First, we invite mobile journalists to give us feedback about using our app. Then we retweet their post about using the app in the field.
So some future features, we would love a server site for those bigger projects and kind of a place, if you don't want it on your phone anymore, but you may want it in the future, the server site would serve as a place for you to go and do that. And then we'd also like to have users be able to use PhotoTaxi, open it up, and actually take photos within the app. This would cut down one more step on the reporting process, and I think would be great for version 2.
With the amount of time given to us, our team decided to focus on having the core features of our app working at the best of their ability. So as a result, these following features, we were unable to implement them in our final project, such as selecting multiple photos from the camera roll because the native image picker controller given to us doesn't allow that. And also, we are unable to navigate the we're unable to navigate the project from the individual photo page.
So this is our app, PhotoTaxi. It's a one-stop shop photo management app.
So I noticed in the collection view for the photos where you were adding and removing,
Right, yeah.
they seem squash. Did you not set them to aspect fit?
Well, I did, and it kind of came up like that. I was running into issues with, I noticed like yesterday actually, we were running into issues with like rotation, like I guess JPEGs, set some kind of orientation flag, and so like on the simulator it didn't rotate, and then it looked good on the simulator, and then when we went to the actual phone it started rotating, so I had to make some changes for that, and I just kind of ran out of time really to fix the aspect. But I did have it set to aspect fit, and I think when I changed from using the JPEGs I switched over to PNGs, and then some stuff kind of squished. But
And then I like that you use the social framework. Did you have any trouble figuring that out? What was that like?
Actually, it was pretty easy to use. So the only issues we ran into is Twitter allows you to upload up to 4 pictures in a single tweet, but we couldn't get it to upload more than 1. The Facebook one, we also noticed that you can't like create albums, like new albums within the actual the prompt that comes up. So a user would have to go into their Facebook page and create albums on Facebook and then upload the pictures through there. So when we were testing, actually, it was kind of getting confusing because the photos would be uploaded, but it kept saying like, oh, so-and-so uploaded 2 pictures to the iOS Photos album, and then they uploaded 7, and then 20, and like it just kept adding it on. So those are just some minor things that I'm sure if we dove into the social framework a little bit more, it'd be pretty easy fixes. But other than that, I thought it was really easy to use, and the only downfall was you had to put the app on your phone to test the mail stuff, so you can do that from the simulator.
Overall, I liked it. It was really well done. The design flowed nicely for what it was purpose. I do have one question for the designers, though. Can you give me a little elaboration on why you chose that name for the app?
Well, it is an app that we wanted to focus on the mobility of getting photos in the photo projects to where they need to be. And a lot of other apps on the market advertise as a captioning app or an app that maybe you would use just to edit photos. And so we thought what makes our app different is that we're trying to make it easier to move the photos to where they need to be. So we wanted to focus on that with the name. And to be perfectly candid, it's completely hard to pick a name for an app in these day and ages.
I completely understand, because on the feature store for Apple, that's all you get is your icon and your name. You don't get a description, you don't get any of that. So it's almost impossible to choose a name. So you never come out with a one that you quite like, but you just have to do with what you have?
Yeah, so we went with it, and we love it.
I just have two questions. One, why did we watch a video simulation and not seeing it actually in the simulator with the code running?
I can pull the simulator up. I just thought it'd be easier to have it on the video so then I could talk while the video was playing. That's really the only reason. I could pull the simulator up right now. Yeah, I just, yeah.
The other question that I wonder about is there are several small things in the execution of the code of the app that are different from the designs, like type centered instead of to the left, and like the swipe left and right thing, they were going to have one thing on the left and two things on the right. How did those, why did the end result look different, and how did that get sorted out?
Well, we kind of just, with the swipe thing individual, like in particular, we just had it pop up like that, and the designer said that it looked fine with it being over there instead of having to go both ways. So we just left it really. Like, I know that's kind of like not the greatest thing to say, but we had like a month, so we were just trying to do.
Well, we realized the time
Yeah.
constraints that we had, and why would we focus on getting that to be on the other side? It was working, you know, it was working. That was awesome.
That's exactly how you sorted it out. So that's actually a good answer, not a bad one.
Okay.
That's important, and you discussed it, and everybody's in agreement, and that's cool. That's the way this works.
Yeah.
Cool. What about like the types of line center and stuff?
I think
Was that just it happened that way, or did you?
I think we didn't probably say start typing from the left, because
But the mock-up shows it over aligned on the left.
it did show that, but
I think it looked better in the center.
I mean, the Apple standard is usually the type is aligned to the left, so like
Yeah.
the type is really hard to deal with from an aesthetic standpoint.
Mhm.
So just, I mean, most of the apps that you open, you're going to see type aligned on the left. So I just wondered how that got sorted out too, whether that was a collaborative decision or whether that just happened.
That one was more just a just happened kind of thing. So,
Cool. Thanks. Those were my questions.
yeah.
thank you so much. Anyone else? No?